sophomore and I'm a photography major. I decided to come to SCAD because I was looking at a lot of different schools because I knew I wanted to do photography, and photography is an uncommon major for some reason considering how common photography is in like life. And I thought SCAD was like the best opportunity for that, and it definitely did live up to the hype. Every time I go like to a photo club meeting or just am around the like photography community, I'm like, I made the right decision. I'm just surrounded by people that are so like-minded, but also like have so much information that I didn't even know that I could learn. Because I came to like a SCAD day when I was a junior and met and it was one of those where it was like a photo thing, and we had like a lighting workshop, which was really cool, and I met like 2 other people who were super nice, and that sort of influenced me to come here as well because I had gone to other art schools and felt sort of out of place, and these people like felt more similar to me, so I had good expectations. And although some of the people are not the same as me, I have been able to find a lot of people that I really enjoy being with. It was sort of weird, like COVID was like there, but you could still go to class. So, but like also you didn't want to like hang out with too many people. I took mostly foundation classes. I had like drawing classes, the design ones, like art history, and then my winter quarter I started taking like a photo class. And I think like my favorite was probably like photo 114, which I took in the spring, just because I was starting to get into like what I really came here for, and it was similar to some stuff I did in high school, like teaching me more about Photoshop, which I was really interested in. But the foundations weren't as bad as I expected to. Like, I did not know how to draw at all, and I was so nervous about the drawing classes, but I didn't think it was that bad, especially like having Fridays off is like the best thing to ever exist, and every school and workplace should do that, because I would just basically do all my work on Friday and then have like the entire weekend to chill. I never felt like too overwhelmed. It would be like at the beginning of the week you get an assignment like take pictures with like this sort of theme or constraint or something. Like at the very beginning it's like take pictures with a certain design element, and at the end it's sort of take pictures that like make you feel a certain way. And then it's like the next week you do like an in-progress critique of it, and then you go and take more pictures. And so like you have like the whole week to take pictures, and having the weekend to do it is nice to get like models and stuff, and then edit, and like having the in-progress critique is nice too, because then you can sort of see so that you're not going to the final critique like, I have no idea how my professor is going to feel about this. Everyone's at different levels, and they sort of take that into account. I guess like the photo professors do that too. They know that everyone comes with a different like skill set, but they're also like, you're a photography major, they push you a little bit more because this is what you want to do for the rest of your life. I feel like I came in with a little bit more experience because I took photo classes throughout high school, and my photo teacher was great and taught us like a fair amount on Photoshop and like alternative processes and film and stuff like that. But I know some people who like don't know how to use a camera, and they teach you that in the first class, and it's super helpful. And I feel like everyone's sort of at different levels, and the teachers understand that. I pretty much liked all of my professors. In the photo department, like I loved all of them so far. Everyone's super nice, and like the great thing about SCAD, like everyone says this during the tours and stuff, that they're like in the field, like they know what's going on because they are photographers and artists themselves, which is so nice because like they're talking about like a photographer and they're like, oh yeah, when I worked with him like a few years ago, and I'm like, that's like crazy because it's like real life, so I feel like they bring so much to the table. If I could give my freshman self a piece of advice, I think I would say do get more involved at the beginning, because it's super scary in like the fall, but I think it's so worth it because then you like start these connections early. And I feel like the fall is like such a fever dream. Everyone that I talk to, like, because you're just getting used to everything so much, so it feels like not real. So I feel like having like a club or something to sort of ground you is really nice. If I could describe my freshman year in like one phrase, it'd be a learning experience. Because I feel like it's kind of cheesy, but like you change so much when you come to college because it's like the first time away from home for me in like a totally new state, like not knowing anyone, and you find out so much about yourself. Again, kind of cheesy. You find out so much about yourself and sort of how you interact with other people, like what routines you like to be in and things like that. And I feel like it helped me so much sort of figure out who I am, and like even besides photography and like the art that I'm gonna make, just like myself, like what I enjoy.